Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to start a little reading challenge. I haven't done one in a little while because I've just been so busy, and I've done some reading, but I feel like I have just been sitting down on my days off or on the weekends and just reading a bunch. And I want to kind of get back into a routine of reading after I get off work and in the mornings. So I figured the best way to do this would be to start doing a little weekly challenge. Today's Monday. I just got to work, so I always get here about 10-15 minutes before I need to go inside, and I usually start by either reading or sometimes I just listen to music for a little while. But today I wanted to read. I'm currently reading No Place Left to Hide by Megan Lawley, and I am really enjoying it. It's very fast paced and I don't really know what to expect what's going to happen next. I have a couple of theories that I think might happen, but I still don't exactly know. But I'm on page 150, so I'm a little over halfway done with that. And I just wanted to, like I said, do a little reading challenge, and I think I'm going to just have Siri pick how much I read throughout the week. I'm on call tonight, so I'm probably going to set my limit a little bit lower today just because I want it to be achievable, but then I'll bring it up the rest of the days of the week because I don't have anything else planned. But I am going out of town this weekend. This weekend's Memorial Day weekend, and we're just going to go up and visit my boyfriend's family. But I usually get quite a bit of reading done whenever we visit because I usually wake up earlier than he does whenever we go up there, and then I read for an hour. So I think I can still continue this challenge then. But like I said, we're just gonna have Siri pick how much we read. But we are going to, like I said, have a lower limit today. I think I'm only gonna set it at 50 because that would be roughly an hour of reading, and I just really don't want to stress about having to meet a goal tonight, and I'll probably up it to 100 or 150 for the rest of the week. So we got 36. I don't know how well you could hear that because it went through my phone or through my car speaker, so I'm not sure if it's gonna end up being super loud or if we'll keep it in the video. But we got 36, which is pretty great because it's only about 30 minutes of reading, and I don't have a ton of time to read this morning. I'll probably only read for 10 minutes. But I'm on page 150, so I need to make it to page 186. So I'll try to find a chapter near there, and if I go past that, then it's great, but I just really don't want to stress tonight. So we will continue this book, and I will let you guys know once I reach the goal tonight. Hey guys, it is Tuesday morning now, and I am off work today. We didn't end up getting paged in at all last night, which was good, so I was able to sleep through the night, and it's just after 8 a.m. now, and I'm kind of getting going with the day. So definitely nice that I didn't have to sleep in, and we'll have lots of time today. I don't really have anything planned for today. I am done with all my school stuff for a little bit until the summer semester starts, so I don't have any homework to do, and just don't really have much to do. In general, I am gonna go get my hair done this afternoon, but that's kind of my only plan. So I have plenty of time for reading today. Last night I made it to page 188, chapter 23, and the book is definitely getting to a really good point, and definitely very fast paced right now. But I wanted to keep reading last night, but I did need to go to sleep because I didn't want to be tired if I got paged in. So we are going to see how many pages I'm going to read today. I am going to up the number a little bit just because I definitely want to try to finish this book. I don't know how much I have left in it. Let me figure that out first, because I wouldn't mind starting a second book today, but I really want to try to finish this one. So I have 64 pages left, which isn't a ton, so definitely want to try to finish this today. So hoping for a number greater than 64. I think I'm going to take it up to 100 pages today. Maybe I'll do 150 because that's 2.5 hours of reading, and I think I'll have the time to do that. Pick a random number between 1 and 150. 115. Alright. So 115 minus 64. So I have to read about 50 pages from another book. So I'm going to finish this one and then start another book today as well. So that should be pretty easy. Alright, so I just finished reading No Place Left to Hide, and I don't entirely know how I feel about it. It was good, and it was fast-paced, which I enjoyed, but I kind of expected like one of the main twists, so I feel like that part like disappointed me a little bit, and I don't know, I just feel like I wasn't that surprised by any of what happened, but it was still really entertaining, and I still like flew through the last like 2/3 of the book. So I feel like I'm sitting at like a 3.5 stars. That's kind of like my initial thoughts on it. But it is like noon now, and my hair appointment is at 2. So I have a couple of hours, but I also want to do a couple of things before I go to my hair appointment. So I think I'm probably going to take off fairly soon, but I'm going to try to pick my next book first. I need to read 50 pages from that book, 51 pages to be exact. So I think I'm going to go upstairs and look at my May TBR and then see if I can find any of those books on Kindle Unlimited and see like if any of those stand out to me. Alright, so looking at my May TBR, I have 5 physical books left on here. So I have All In by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and I know this one's not on Kindle Unlimited, and I'm really not feeling this one right now, so I'm gonna hold off on that. Could read Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I'm pretty sure this one is on Kindle Unlimited, so this one is an option, but I just read Sail and Remember Me not that long ago, so I'm not sure if I want to jump into another one of her books or not. Like, I'm not sure if I'm in a romance mood or what kind of mood I'm in. I don't think Phantasma's on Kindle Unlimited. I would guess not, but that is one of my books. I have Book Lovers, and I know Emily Henry's books are not on Kindle Unlimited. And then I have Nightweaver, which is a new release, so I highly doubt it's on there either. We will see, because I am still almost done with Fearless, so I need to read that, and I would love to try to finish that this week, but it'd just be nice to have something that I could read while I'm getting my hair done. Yeah, so it looks like my 2 options for Kindle Unlimited are these 2. So I'll kind of pick in the moment which one I might start. I'm home now, and it is just after dinner. It is like 8 o'clock, and my boyfriend's watching a hockey game, so I am gonna be just upstairs reading, and I just wanted to update you guys on the reading that I did for the rest of today. So at my hair appointment, I ended up not reading a ton because there just wasn't as much time as I thought there was to page 13 of Part of Your World on my phone, and I just wasn't loving it as much as I thought. It's just not what I'm in the mood for. I think I could be in the mood for it fairly soon, but I don't know, I just kind of want to read fantasy right now, so I am fine that I just like gave that one a little bit of a trial. But I have 38 pages left to read today, and so I am just going to pick Fearless back up and read here. Like I said, I have 38 pages left to read today, so I need to read to page 378, and there is a chapter that starts on page 380, so I'm just going to try to get to there. And I don't know, I would love to try to finish this book by the end of the week, but we will see, because like I said, I'm heading out of town this weekend, so I'd love to have this book finished so I could start a new book this weekend. and just have this one checked off. I'm enjoying this book. It's just a longer one that I feel like is sometimes a little bit hard for me to like dedicate the time to reading it. So I haven't been as like reading it as quickly as I would have liked to, but I am enjoying it a lot. I just am trying to find a balance of like flying through it and not retaining it, but also like not holding off so long because I am enjoying it. Hey guys, so I am updating you guys. I made it to page, I can't even tell what page it is. I made it to page 380 last night in Fearless, so I made it to my goal, but it is Wednesday morning now, so we are going to be picking how much we need to read for today. My phone was not working, so I used my watch, and I got 38 pages, which is fine because I read a ton yesterday. I feel like between finishing the other book and trying to start a new book and working on this one, I feel like having fewer pages will be nice. And it'll be just over like 30 minutes of reading. And I'm at work a little bit late this morning, so I'm only going to get a tiny bit of reading in. So I knew that the chapters that I work on are like super short, so I knew that I could make it through at least those ones this morning. So there's a chapter on page 420, so that's what I'm going to try to get to. And that'll put me a fair ways into the book. I don't think I'm going to finish this one before the end of the week, but I think that I will probably just put a pause on this one over the weekend and start a new one when I head out of town for the weekend, because I just don't really want to bring this with me. But yeah, I will update you guys tonight, or if not tonight, I'll update you tomorrow morning when I'm figuring out how much I need to read then. So it is Thursday morning now. I'm on page 420 in Fearless, and I didn't do any extra reading last night. I only read for just a few minutes just to finish the pages that I needed to read, because I don't know, I was tired last night, and I am at work early this morning, so I had to wake up like an hour earlier than normal. So I just didn't want to read extra, but we're going to see how much I have to read today. I don't have anything planned for tonight, so let's see how many pages we need to read. Pick a number between 1 and 100.
A random number between 1 and 100 is 54.
So 54 pages, which gets us to page 474. So I'm going to see if there is a chapter around there. And that's not a bad amount. That's right around an hour of reading. I don't have any time to really read this morning. I'm going to probably just read one chapter while I walk in. I'll just like listen to the audiobook. But I did have enough time to film this clip because I knew I was going to listen to the audiobook. So I'll probably get to page 477 is what I'm going to try to get to, which gets me most of the way through the book, really. For only being 50 pages, like, I feel like there should have been a lot more left in my brain. But that'll get us most of the way through. But I guess I'm further through the book than my brain wants to think. So, yeah, I'm going to do this. I think for the weekend, because I'm going to be out of town, and there's not that much left in this book anyway, and I don't know, I'm really enjoying the book. There's a lot going on, but at the same time, like, when I read it, I'm enjoying it, but when I'm not reading it, it's not necessarily what I want to pick up. So we'll see if that changes after today, if I get really invested into it. But if not, I may just bring my Kindle and read like Part of Your World, or just something quick and fast-paced on there instead. So we'll just kind of see how I feel at the end of today. Alright, so I am just updating you guys on my progress in Fearless. I have read most of what I need to read for tonight. I have just a little bit left that I'm going to read before I go to sleep. I think it ends up being like 1 or 2 chapters, like 20 pages or so. But I'm probably not going to bring my camera with me this weekend since I'm going to be heading out of town. And I'm just going to be spending time with family. But I think I've decided that I don't want to read the rest of Fearless while I'm gone. So I'm going to bring Part of Your World with me, and it's also on Kindle Unlimited. So I'm going to bring my Kindle. I might not even bring the physical book. I haven't decided yet. But I think I'm just going to randomize how much I need to read for the entire weekend rather than just one day. So I think I'm going to go to 300 pages because I don't want to have it be like too high of a goal because I know I'm going to be spending time with family. So I want to be able to prioritize that. But I do think I can make it manageable if I do up to 300 but it is a long weekend this weekend, so I could potentially finish the reading on Monday since that is Memorial Day and I don't have to be at work. We're just going to be driving back home that day. So I'm going to randomize and see how much I need to read. Pick a number between 1 and 300. Alright, so this should definitely be manageable, but I got 155. Because I got a text, but I got 155 pages and I'm on page 13 of Part of Your World, so pretty much I haven't started it, but I need to make it to like page 170-ish, which there is a chapter right on page 170, so I think I'm going to try to get to chapter 21, and that would be a fair ways into the book. That would have me reading just under half the book this weekend. So that would be really nice because if I could potentially try to finish this book before May is over, that would be really nice. And that would put me at, I think, 4 books for the month, which is definitely one of my higher reading months, which is surprising because I started off the month with finals week like in the first couple weeks. So I am glad to be making some good progress, and I will update you guys and close off this video at the end of the weekend. I might have a couple of like clips of me reading over the weekend, but definitely don't want to prioritize any of that. Alright, so it is Monday now. I got home a little bit ago. It's like 5 o'clock, but I wanted to update and finish off this video. But I made it to chapter 21, page 170 over the weekend, and I actually read all of it over the weekend. I thought I was going to have to finish up some of it today, but I read the entire thing, and I'm definitely enjoying this book so far. I like this one better than her new release. I feel like I like the characters a lot. There's a few little things that I don't love, but there's also a few things where I read just for the summer last year because I didn't know it was like interconnected series, but there's been a few characters that have popped up that I'm like, oh, I recognize that name. It's making me want to reread just for the summer after I read Yours Truly as well, just to like tie everything back together. But definitely enjoying the writing more with this one. It reminds me more of Just for the Summer, and like I said, I like the characters a lot with this one, so definitely enjoying this one so far. Excited to read Yours Truly at some point soon. But that is also gonna be the end of the video. I really enjoyed reading this week. I feel like I made it through a lot more than I was expecting. I made it through half of this book and most of Fearless, so I feel like I just made a ton of progress with reading this week and didn't really feel like it was consuming my life either. Like, I didn't feel like I was reading a ton every day. I definitely had plenty of free time still. So, I don't know, I'm just really in a reading mood again, and I love doing these kinds of challenges that kind of allow me to read, but also like puts a little bit of pressure on it to read a little bit more. But I definitely never make it too much of a challenge that I feel like I'm forcing myself to read when I don't want to. But if you guys liked this video and like these challenges, definitely let me know some different like reading challenges to do. I've done like swapping my phone time for reading. I love these like random number generator ones. So if there's any other ideas that you guys have, let me know in the comments, and I want to try to do more reading challenges a little bit more often now that I feel like school is a little bit on the easier side. My summer semester I don't think is going to be as time consuming as spring. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post bookish related videos every single week, and I will see you guys next time.